Hi gamers, a big collection update here again, and I got stuff both new and old, well I guess mostly old here this time, and let's check out what I got. First up, one donation from a Patrick to the Past. I got a sealed Rayman Raving Rabbids for the Game Boy Advance. Thanks a lot, Patrick to the Past. Also for the Game Boy Advance I got F-Zero GP Legend, and yeah, I'm a big fan of F-Zero, but not so much these Game Boy Advance games. I think there were two of them, but not so much classics as the three console games are. But still, it's a great racing game, and the GBA just really not up to par of the bigger versions of the series. Then Game & Watch Gallery Advance. Yeah, just a collection of 6 Game & Watch games. What do we got here? They don't even list them, but some of the classics here, both in original with original graphics and souped up with, you know, Waluigi here and modern characters here, so good stuff. Then for the Game Boy Color I got Mario Golf and a bunch of pretty essential games for the black and white Game Boy. Kirby's Dreamland, and this is the first game that Kirby was in. He was introduced here, and yes, Kirby was white back in the day. I guess when you only have black and white colors on the game screen, you don't have to pick a color back then, and he was white, but pretty soon he was made pink. Mario and Yoshi puzzle game. And another one, Dr. Mario. Of course I do have the game on several different platforms, and Game Boy isn't one of the best versions, but still cool to have. And also for the black and white Game Boy I got Game & Watch Gallery. Here we have four games here: Manhole, Fire, Octopus and Oil Panic. And finally for the Game Boy, Alleyway. And yeah, it's really funny how they put Mario in every game they put out back in the day. You know, Mario was the golfer, and he was the tennis referee, and here he handles the spaceship that bounces back the ball. So Mario's everywhere. He's here. And what's next? Sega. I got Lion King for the Game Gear, and for the Master System, Marble Madness, and another classic, Lemmings. Actually not sure how the Master System versions compare to the other ones. Of course Lemmings is at its best, you know, on Amiga or something like that, but still it'll be fun to try this version out as well. And for the Mega Drive, one of the best examples of style over substance, Rise of the Robots, a really bad fighting game, but some quite awesome graphics, at least back in the day. And also got Sonic's Pinball. Not sure if I have all the Sonic games for Mega Drive now. Not sure. Yeah, it was a surprisingly fun game. Not a traditional pinball game, of course. Has a little bit of an adventure feel to it, but yeah, handles quite well. Don't have really that much modern games here, so let's get a few out of the way here. First up, Pokemon Conquest for the DS. and a new Super Mario Bros. 2 for the 3DS. Really looking forward to every new Mario game, and this wasn't an exception. I really don't know what the reviewers are doing, giving this bad scores, because you know everybody does sequels, and everybody except Nintendo, really. If you take a look at the Super Mario Bros. Series, pretty much each and every game has brought something really new to the table, and they've been a really big step from the previous game. And now that they do, you know, just you know, probably the second time in 30 years they do a real sequel, which I grant it is quite similar to the first game, and then they say that yeah, Nintendo is just recycling the old concept, and well, everybody does that. Soon there has been 8 Call of Duty games just on this generation, and yeah, not much variation there, at least not on the newer games. So how come Call of Duty games always get the good scores, and Nintendo just makes one sequel here, one true sequel, and yeah, straight away bad scores. Well, not bad, but still quite bad on Nintendo terms. Sometimes it just feels that Nintendo has their own review scale, but yeah, the game is really great. It's actually one of the tougher. I think this is the toughest game in the new Super Mario Bros. Series, when counting the first game and the Wii and this game. I think this is the toughest game to complete 100%, and I'm not talking about the 1 million coin goal here, just that the hidden goals are the most tricky to find. Great game, and definitely keeps you going if you aim to get all the star coins in each level. That's how this is meant to be played. Great game. Then on to Sony. For the PlayStation 1 I got Xenogears. A friend of mine was cleaning his closets, and he said he has some old games including Xenogears, and yeah, I bought them off him. Haven't really tried this one out yet, but I'll be really anxious to do so. Also got some other games here. Valkyrie Profile Lenneth, and for the PlayStation 2, Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter, Ape Escape 2, Devil May Cry 3. This is the original version. I did have the special edition before this. Canis Canem Edit, also known as Bully, of course, and Shin Megami Tensei Lucifer's Call. And this is pretty funny. I didn't have this before. Just missed this when it came out, and I have played the second and third games to the end, but only now got the first Uncharted. So was about time, and definitely something that my PlayStation 3 collection was missing, and I'm glad that I now have the whole series here. For the Xbox 360, I think this is the only game for the console in this update. Final Fantasy 13-2 Crystal Edition. I did an unboxing for this a few days ago. Check it out. Next, I have almost a complete collection of N-Gage games, and with a little help from TV and Lust's Craig, I managed to get a few more. Here we have a couple of US versions still sealed. Xanadu Next, and Atari Masterpieces Volume 1. Really not missing, just a handful of N-Gage games missing from a full collection, so looking forward to completing that collection as well. And to end, some more Nintendo, of course. I got a sealed copy of Pokemon Pinball Mini, and if you're wondering what this small cartridge here is, it's for a console called Pokemon Mini. It was just these Pokemon mini games released for the console, and it just has a small LCD screen here, black and white, really small system, quite cool. Actually, this is still sealed. I found this at a clearance many years ago. Haven't had the nerve to open it up. Hopefully I guess I should get one opened up as well to play these games. And looks like a cool system, and even though the games really are quite simplistic, the screen is so small that there's not. I wonder if you can see how small the pinball tables here are. But yeah, simplistic, definitely for the kids, but still a cool system to have. Then for the Wii, I was really surprised to find one of these still in the stores. Got this for cheap, 13 euros. Trauma Center Second Opinion. This is still sealed, and you can tell it's an original copy because it still has the red Nintendo sealing strip here. So it's an old game, and hasn't been bought up by anyone before this, and just gonna keep this sealed. It's a game by Atlas, kinda quirky one at that, so I know it won't be losing its value at least, so definitely want to snap up at 13 euros. And some games for the GameCube. I got Beautiful Joe. This is the pink cover. There's also a yellow cover. I do have Beautiful Joe 1 and 2, but as US copies, and now I got a PAL copy as well. So. And Billy Hatcher and this Giant Egg, made by Sonic Team. Quite a decent platformer that hasn't been made by Nintendo, so that's a rarity on Nintendo consoles, but still a good game. Then a couple of sports games for the Nintendo GameCube. Got here Mario Golf, Toadstool Tour, and Mario Smash Football. And yeah, this was surprisingly cheap still. I'm sure that if 10 years go past, every Mario game on the GameCube also will raise in value, so snap these up while you still can. And finally I got here not one, not two, but three new consoles. Nintendo 64, of course. This is my fifth so-called fantastic color. This is ice blue, and there are 6 in total, still missing the jungle green color after this. And a couple of Pikachu consoles. And there you go, this is the light blue version from Japan, and let's put this out of the way. And there's also this orange version. And yeah, the console really looks like this. The power button is a Pokeball here, and the reset button is Pikachu's foot, and the power indicator is his glowing cheek here. Definitely one of the weirdest and coolest consoles that has been made, not just for the Nintendo 64, but any console, in my opinion. Great stuff. And altogether there are 16 differently colored or differently modeled Nintendo 64 consoles, and now I have 12 of them. So closing in on this goal as well, getting all the Nintendo 64 consoles. And that is it for this time. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.